put on your clogs and join me as I step through the Netherlands in the next few days. Welcome to this magnificent place. At the moment, I am in the capital city of the Netherlands called Amsterdam. Now, there are so many canals just like this one everywhere, but there is so much more to this city than just flowing water. This place is rich in culture, history, and cycling. Before I came here, I was a little bit confused. See, I've heard two different names for this place, the Netherlands and Holland, but which one is correct? Well, over the last 1,000 years, they've been given lots of different names for this place, but the correct one is the Netherlands. See, this country is broken up into 12 different provinces, which are kind of like sections. And the two biggest sections, or provinces, are called North Holland and South Holland. So I guess that's where the name comes from. But it's still a bit confusing because it's the same as calling New Zealand Island because there's the North Island and the South Island. These windmills here in Zandse are one of the most popular things to come and see when you're in the Netherlands. But they are not just pretty, they have played a useful role in the history of the Netherlands. They've been used to make extra food, to build extra land, and even use things made from it to build big ships. Before the year 1400 AD, the Netherlands wasn't a very nice place to live. It was all swampland close to the sea, and quite often the villages would be flooded. After a terrible flood in 1412, they had had enough. They built dams and walls to protect themselves from the sea. Then they built the windmills to drain the swamps. Because this worked so wonderfully well, they built more and more of the windmills. In the 16th century, they built windmills to produce other things rather than draining the swamps. And because of that, they were able to build huge ships. And with those huge ships, they were able to trade things from this country with other countries, which has made them a very important country. So these beautiful windmills turned this land from swamp into a prospering country. Well done. Now I've shown you lots of interesting places, but I'd love to talk about someone special that was born here in the Netherlands. Vincent van Gogh was born in 1853. He was an artist. He used to take charcoal from a fire, that was finished of course, and he would draw pictures. They wouldn't be very happy because he didn't think life was a very happy place. In the year 1886, he was told about a new style of art called Impressionism. And then in the year 1888, he moved to Arles in France. There he threw himself into his work, and he was filled with so much emotion and passion. And this was shown in the bright colors he used and the different painting techniques that he would use. Sometimes he wouldn't even use a brush, he would just squeeze the paint all over the canvas. It was said that his paintings took forever to dry because of the amount of paint that he would use. Now, during his time, people didn't think too much of his work. Even he didn't think too much of his work. But now, he is known to be one of the most influential artists of all time. Today, we are somewhere that I am very excited to be. It is the birthplace of a very popular food. It is loved worldwide. It comes in all shapes and sizes, lots of different flavors. Some of them are very stinky. You put it on top of things, and its best friend is a cracker. Can you guess what it is? Cheese! You got it. But today we're going to be talking about a very special type of cheese, because this cheese is from a place called Edam, which is exactly where we are. Now, this Edam cheese from the 14th to the 18th century was the most sought after cheese in the whole world, especially by sailors. That is because the cheese is so strong that it wouldn't go off easily. So that's exactly what you need when you're sailing for months on end. Now, there is a rumour here in the Netherlands that the sailors from Edam used to use the Edam cheese as bullets. Now, I don't think that that's true, but if it is true, I'd like to think that the people they were throwing the bullets at were ready and waiting with their crackers. Now, on Wednesdays here in Edam, which is today, they have a cheese market, which is what they're setting up behind me. They make it look just like the ones from the 1800s. I think I need to spend a long amount of time here. Now it is time for you guys to be making your own cheese. Aren't you lucky? Now, most cheeses take a long amount of time and even more energy to make them. So you're going to be making a slightly simpler one called queso fresco. Now, the teachers are in charge, but you will all get a chance at making your own cheesy goodness. So any of the resources that you'll need are with the video lesson for this week. All right, I cannot wait to see your cheesy creations. Any photos that you take of you or your cheese, please send them my way. Now, most importantly, I want you to enjoy eating it. How delicious. Now, off you go, and I hope you have a great time. Get it? Great? Like, grate the cheese? Oh well, I'll see you later.